Have you ever wondered what it takes for a muscle car to fetch millions at auction? What makes certain classic cars so valuable that collectors are willing to shell out jaw-dropping amounts? Is it their rarity, their history, or the sheer power under the hood that drives these sky-high prices? Well, to know all this, stay tuned to this video all the way to the end as we cover this list of the top 10 ultimate muscle cars sold for a fortune at auction. Number 10, the 1965 Shelby Cobra Roadster CSX. This car started out in the UK, but in September 1961, Carroll Shelby from Ford asked AC Motors to build a frame that could hold a V8 engine. Ford wanted a car that could compete with the Corvette. They began with a 3.6-liter lightweight engine at the Windsor plant and made many changes, like improving the front-end bodywork and adding stronger brakes. In 1962, they upgraded the engine to a 4.3-liter and started road testing. This Shelby Cobra Roadster was sold for $1.595 million at Barrett-Jackson Scottsdale Auction in 2015. Number 9, the 1971 Hemi Cuda Convertible. This car was one of just 11 produced in its model year, and it fetched $2.2 million at a Barrett-Jackson Auto Auction in 2007. Now, while that might seem like a high price, it actually fell short by $1 million or two of what a pristine 1971 Hemi Cuda convertible typically commands. Nearly perfect in every way, the car had one significant flaw. It didn't have its original factory-installed engine. Instead, it was equipped with the correct 1971 version of the Chrysler 426 Hemi, making this sale the highest price ever paid for a non-matching numbers muscle car. Number 8, 1970 Plymouth Hemi Cuda Convertible. The late 1960s and early 70s were not known for their popularity of convertible cars, making the 1970 and 71 Cuda convertibles quite rare. This particular car was one of just 14 produced in 1970, and it's even more special because it's one of 9 fitted with the specific Hemi A727 Torque Flight 3-speed automatic transmission and a dual quad 426 horsepower Hemi V8. Now, this car was originally leased to John Hurlitz, who was only 27 years old at the time and played a significant role in designing its style. Over the years, it passed through the hands of several owners, including Brett Torino and Darrell Davis, the chairman of Chrysler Finance. After a meticulous restoration by Cummins Restorations in 2002, this exceptional piece of Mopar history was sold for an impressive $2.25 million at Mika Monterey in 2015. Number 7. 1954 Pontiac Bonneville Special Motorama Concept Car. In the early 1950s, GM wanted to make its Pontiac brand more appealing to younger buyers by creating a sporty and exciting image. Inspired by the fast cars racing at Utah's Bonneville Salt Flats, Harley Earl, GM's design chief, designed Homer Lagasse and Paul Gilland to build a car that could compete with Chevrolet's Corvette. The result was the Pontiac Bonneville Special Concept, of which only 2 were ever made. Similar to the production Chevrolet Corvette, the Pontiac Bonneville Special was a sleek sports car with a fiberglass body. However, unlike the Corvette, this Pontiac concept featured a unique enclosed cockpit with flip-up side windows, housing a powerful V8 engine under its long hood. The 230 horsepower, 268 cubic inch V8 was Pontiac's strongest engine at the time, paired with a 4-speed Hydra-Matic automatic transmission. Despite its promise, this innovative car never went into production. It was eventually sold for $3.08 million at Barrett-Jackson's 35th anniversary auction in Scottsdale in 2006. Number 6, the 1967 L88 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray Convertible. The Chevy Corvette is a beloved icon among car enthusiasts, known for its striking Stingray design and impressive performance. Among the many Corvettes produced over the years, the 1967 L88 stands out for its rarity and power. Only 20 were made that year, and the L88 trim level was kept secret by Chevrolet, mainly selling to race teams. This particular convertible was initially used as a drag racer until 1970, boasting a potent 430 horsepower engine. Despite its racing history, it has been restored to its original L88 specifications, retaining its iconic features like the Rock Crusher 4-speed manual transmission. With meticulous restoration and its rare status, it fetched a hefty $3.2 million. Number 5, the 1969 Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. The ZL1 engine was one of the best engines Chevrolet ever made for its classic muscle cars. It was based on the L88 engine design, but was made entirely of aluminum to make the car lighter. Chevrolet thought these engines were too powerful for regular road cars, so they had to be specially ordered from dealerships. Only 69 Camaros got the ZL1 engine, making them extremely rare and valuable. After 1969, Chevrolet stopped making the ZL1 engine, making those 69 Camaros the most sought-after models. In 2013, one of these rare Camaros was sold at a Mecum auto auction for $1 million. Usually these cars sell for about half that price, but this one was special. It had been completely restored to its original factory condition by Barry Bernstein, who was one of the original builders of the ZL1 engines at the Chevrolet plant in St. Louis, Missouri. Number 4, 1967 Corvette L88S Coupe. While the L88 Corvette lacks the documented race history of its convertible counterpart, it remains one of the most coveted models ever produced. Among the 20 L88 Corvettes made in 1967, this car is unique with its red-on-red color scheme. It was built with a heavy-duty suspension, a 430 horsepower engine, and a transmission designed for high-performance drag racing. Despite its high price tag, this car lacked common amenities such as a radio, heater, and air conditioning. Its engine, underrated for its actual output, has been tested to deliver over 560 horsepower. Recognized by the NCRS, that would be the National Corvette Restorer Society, this Corvette achieved significant accolades, including a National Top Flight Award and the Duntov Mark of Excellence Award. It was sold at the Barrett-Jackson Scottsdale Auction in 2014 for $3.85 million, surpassing the sales record set by its convertible counterpart. Number 3, 1966 Shelby Cobra 427 Super Snake. The CSX 3015 is not just any Cobra, it holds the distinction of being the rarest Cobra ever produced. Out of the entire Cobra lineup, it stands as one of only 2 Super Snakes ever created, and remarkably, it's the sole survivor of its kind. This extraordinary vehicle packs a punch with its powerhouse engine, boasting close to 1,000 horsepower thanks to its twin supercharged 427 V8 engine. Commissioned by none other than Carroll Shelby himself, this car was born from a desire to explore the outer limits of speed and performance. Through meticulous inspections and scrutiny, it has been confirmed as a full-fledged competition roadster, retaining every inch of its originality, including its iconic aluminum Super Snake hood and body. From its 1965 competition Gearling CR and BR calipers to its 427 competition 377 rear end and rear end oil cooler and pumps, every part tells a story of its rich history. Remarkably, the car still boasts its original 1965 date-coded engine block, bearing the stamp 5M17, indicating its creation on December 17, 1965. With its unparalleled rarity, authentic heritage, and sheer power, it's no wonder that the CSX 3015 commanded a staggering $5.115 million at the Barrett-Jackson Auction in Scottsdale, Arizona, solidifying its status as an automotive legend. Number 2, the 1964 Ford GT40 prototype. This GT40 marked Henry Ford's debut entry into Le Mans and has a rich history of being driven by legendary racers like Bruce McLaren, Bob Bondurant, Phil Hill, and Chris Amon. It's known as the first GT40 delivered to Shelby American for development. Built on a lightweight steel monocoque chassis with a AA arm suspension, it's equipped with an all-aluminum 4.2-liter engine paired with a Colati gearbox, delivering 350 horsepower. This car has competed in prestigious races including Le Mans, Sebring, Daytona, Nassau, and Monza during its prime. Ford showcased this rare gem at the Detroit Auto Show for several years. After its final restoration in 2010 by Paul Lazante, it was auctioned at the Houston Mecum auction in 2014 for an impressive $7 million. And number 1, the 1962 Shelby Cobra CSX 2000. The legacy of the Shelby Cobra is deeply woven into the fabric of American muscle car history, celebrated for its striking aesthetics and unparalleled performance. For enthusiasts of muscle cars, owning a vintage Shelby Cobra is the ultimate aspiration, embodying the essence of raw power and iconic design. However, amidst the revered lineup of Cobras, one stands out above the others: chassis number CSX 2000. This historic vehicle made waves at a Monterey, California auction, commanding a staggering $13.75 million, a price tag that firmly secured its position as the most expensive American car ever sold. But what sets the CSX 2000 apart from the rest extends beyond its record-breaking sale price. As the inaugural Cobra assembled by Carroll Shelby and his team, it holds a place of prominence in automotive history. In its early days, the CSX 2000 underwent a remarkable transformation, adorned in various colors during its maiden year to create the illusion of a thriving production line. Despite the initial guise, it eventually settled into its resplendent blue hue, a testament to its enduring allure. What truly distinguishes the CSX 2000 is its steadfast commitment to authenticity. Unlike its counterparts, which may have undergone extensive restorations, this Cobra proudly wears its age with grace. So which of these would you love to get for your collection? Let us know in the comment section below. And for more such amazing videos, do subscribe to our channel.